And the commission, right now what we are focusing on is how to allocate the $2.7 billion that were approved by the California voters for new storage projects. And so we're right in the middle of developing.
Cannot get it done. And that's one of those things where everyone else gets overtime.
But isn't there something in the Fed, I don't know if it can come down to this, to say that there was a recent case where they couldn't differentiate between farm workers? Where did I
It goes all the way back to the 1930s.
No, but there was something
Specifically
recently that
exempted
came
farm
out in the
workers.
law.
They're exempted. Farm workers were exempted from OSHA. That's correct.
Right.
Which is an amazing fact.
And when I got here, I didn't plan to stay. I came for a year of trial experience, and I started in the public defender's office and ended up in private practice. It was a good place to raise kids, and housing was cheap. But the politics are incredible here. Everything you've heard is true. We are much different. We're in a blue state, but we're in a very red area, and it gets played.
With the SEIU and with the, if I say it, Democratic Club, and basically just go to work.
I'm fairly new to the activist community. I did run for county supervisor 4 years ago. My run was unsuccessful. However, I believe that it did pave the way for this most recent election where my opponent was sorely defeated.
Also kind of piggybacking on what Joe was saying, this county is 55% Latino, and yet the Republicans have, what, 14%, is it, Louis? Registration age?
No, we've cut into that. It is now 9%.
It's only 9, okay.
And it's 63% Latino.
Thank you.
Which is, it's 63%.
Growing.
Okay.
Better when the census comes around.
Well, that's more important, right, in terms of the political, but yeah, still. So
I can't, because recently, actually in the summer, we went to the executive board meeting in Long Beach, and I believe that's where we met and we were introduced to nextgen.
That's right.
Yeah, and me and some friends, we attended the rural caucus at the executive board meeting, and that was my favorite caucus there, because it's exactly what we're talking about right now. Issues that plague mainly communities like this, rural communities. There are issues that are so.
One of the things that I think that at least we need to get organized here is some resources to establish an office. We need some place to work from. In 2012, when I was
9 to 6 on the weekdays and not on the weekends, so the echo of that would be available. So we could try to see if that is a resource that we could touch into as well.
I'm the parade and fair booth lady. So I coordinate among the clubs to get people out to parades, to promote Democrats, and even when there isn't an election, we participate. And I'll be supervising and coordinating the fair booth this year from September 14th.
That we have here in this county don't even touch the many other communities that do without water. Just the Matheny tract that just barely got some water in Tulare. Why did it take so long? We are not a third world country, and I go out with the high school voter registration.
with a bachelor's in political science. I also serve with the Tulare County High School Voter Project. I'm the young pitch man that gets all the high school kids excited. And then I was the former president of the Fresno State Democrats, and as of yesterday at 5 p.m. I won my first election, so I'm technically winning out. It's because no one ran against me and the position doesn't pay, but it's all good. I still won. I believe that part. I'll still take it as
else. This is not their first trip. We met with a group from all 3 counties about a year ago in Fresno. They've had the leadership at every convention. We've met with my region and been so gracious to do it. And just as a side note, saved all the delegates from California at the national convention, because as they kept having us come in earlier, you couldn't leave and there was no food, and Tom graciously had a room for us, because you know we were there at, well, most of us were there at 3 in the afternoon.
Vote against anybody. They want to go out to vote for somebody. So yes, we have all these problems. We do have all these problems, but I think we need to be aware, all of us, that it's how we frame these problems when we're talking to people to get them to go out to vote. It's not that you're voting against the fact that you have bad water or that the air is troublesome here. At times it could be worse than some of the air in China. We have to frame it as do you want to vote for a better environmental future? Do you want to vote for the ability to get clean water?
Very rural, severely disadvantaged. A lot of the reasons why I'm so involved and I care so much is because I grew up in it. I am a product of Tulare County. I'm a product of a small rural community, and I know what it's like to live in these conditions. I know that most of our neighbors are poor, hardworking, farm-working Latino families that worry about how they're going to pay their light bill, worry about what their kids are going to eat, and now have to worry about the air quality and the water that their kids are drinking. I see that things are set up in a way where our families are doomed to fail if we don't step up and change something. So everyone here in this room was invited for a specific reason, because they are leaders, because they have a proven history of working, because of the things that everyone in this room does are aligned with, I think, your mission. And we have been doing this for many years. We individually have been registering voters in different ways. We have been in front of grocery stores, at churches, at fairs, at parades. We have been in high schools. We have worked with other organizations. We've done it all with no money.